Hey everybody, Bowlful here. So I finally got my hands on a hammer raw. So the other day in league, I rolled the Ivory Rhino Pearl from Brunswick and it hooked entirely way too much. Very strong ball. So I decided to get one ball down a little bit lower than that, and that is the Hammer Raw series. This is the Pearl version. And this specific ball came out in March of 2025. So almost a year ago, this one came out. The Hammer Raw series came out in May of 2021. They made a solid, pearl, and a hybrid. And I believe this is the second or third iteration of colors. So let's open this up and see what we got here. I'll put all the numbers and specs right up here for you. So the Hammer Raw, this is the smoke blue and gold color. It's a 15-pound. And the cover stock is a juiced pearl ball finish. It's factory polished. They actually put a polish on this. The RG is 2.53, which is the later reacting. The diff is 0.038, which is a little bit more than the Brunswick Ivory Rhino Pro. And the diff is 0.001, so this is symmetrical. This is touted as a beginner ball or a dry lane ball. If you're an intermediate or advanced bowler and you're bowling on scorched lanes or your alley doesn't put a lot of oil, this should do the trick. So I saw this ball when it came out, very cool pour. This is one of the coolest colors on one of the raws in my honest opinion. I mean, very cool. Looks like some kind of snake or dinosaur eyeball right there. I got really lucky on this pour here. I never really thought I'd need this ball until last week when my weakest ball was hooking too much. I knew I needed something weak. I actually busted out the Storm Clear spare ball as my strike ball. That's how much oil was on the lanes. So hopefully this will fill the void in having a very weak ball in my collection. This is going to be an all-in-one video again. So this is going to be a layout, drill. We're going to take it down to the local alley. We're going to roll a game or two, and then I'll give you my final consensus on this ball at the end of the video. And so we're going to do a dual layout. We're going to do a 50 by 4 by 30 on this one. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have the Hammer Raw. I know a lot of people just got into bowling. This was their very first ball. And let me know whether you got the solid, the hybrid, or the pearl version. All right, so that's where our fingers go and that's where our thumb goes. So pin will be pretty much directly over the ring finger there. So we're going to bring this on over to the mill press here. All right, this is the Rongfu RF31 mill press that I have in my garage. Love this thing. Very heavy. And this is what's going to be used to drill my bowling ball. All right, so we got our XY table all set up for the pitches that we need. We're going to start with the ring finger first. I have version 2.5 jig that I currently sell. $5.99. Email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com if you are interested in purchasing a bowling ball jig. I also have these things for sale. These are the drill bit alignment rods. These are also 50 bucks a piece, or 3 for 140. I've got 31 32nds, 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 are the sizes. And all we do is line it up, and then we bring our 31 32nds bit out. We've got our DeWalt Stealth Sonic shop vac. We'll go down to 2 inches on the ring finger. All right, there's our 2 inches. Get our drill bit alignment rod. All right, jig is locked in place. We've got our XY table set up for the middle finger. And we got our 2 inches there. All right, we'll get a 1 1/2 inch drill bit alignment rod. Put it in the chuck. And then we will rotate our XY table to the pitches of the thumb, which is a 1/4 inch table back. And 1/8 table left. Lock the ball in place. Take a 1.5 inch drill bit. Drill away. We swap that drill bit out with the Jopo bit. I think we'll do black turbo grips and orange Jopo. Take a rasp, roughen up the edges of the Jopo. Then we'll clean out the holes with a little bit of alcohol here. Get a popsicle stick and lightly coat the inside of the hole and make sure the whole side of the wall is coated with glue. Line it up with that line right there. Bam. We're going to just mark squiggly lines around the Jopo, so when we do cut the Jopo down, we know where to stop. Our first thing we do before we cut down the plugs, we're going to put the innovative plug cutter into the drill chuck. And we want to zero the XY table out. So if you do not have a DRO, you just put your XY table to 0, 0. And then you'll bring this down until you don't see any light on the other side of that plug cutter. Then you do the same for the Y-axis. Put your top plate on. Bring this down so that it's in the center. And we just cut it. All right, so smeared all those lines that we drew. And that's when you stop. See if you can see that. Just tells you that plug cutter is flush with the ball. No need to go down any further. We got our Jopo inner, and we're going to do a test fit. Listen for the click. Boom. There we go. And the final step is just to clean it up a little bit. Get the marks off the ball. All right, so we laid out the ball. We drilled it in about 20 minutes. We're going to go down to the local alley and see what we can do with this bad boy. All right, I've not touched the surface on this. Fresh out of box. Oh. Bam. That was garbage right down the middle. Oh, nope. All right, there's all the games, 6 games with the Hammer Raw Pearl. Highest game being the last one. Not too shabby. Actually, game 5. The highest game. Very beautiful looking ball here. Mine has an eyeball on it. And it's looking at you. All right, just got done rolling 6 games with this ball. A little late to the party. This should have been my very first ball getting back into bowling. Instead, I went and bought the Black Widow 3.0. So if you guys are in the market for a brand new ball, you're new to bowling, $80 for this is a killer deal. Hooked a lot more than I thought it would. So we were dealing with pretty dry lanes. They had, I think they oiled them this morning, but they had league and they were pretty toast. So this stuff ball did pretty darn good. Very impressed with the reaction on it, and was a little lazier down lane. And that's what I expected with this ball. I wasn't expecting, you know, extreme hook out of this thing, but for the price point and the dry lanes, this is definitely a no-brainer. A couple games where I got lower scores, I actually got splits, and then I couldn't pick them up. There were like 4-6 splits. That's one of the things when you go bowl strings, you'll get a lot of 4-6 splits that you probably wouldn't normally get with free fall. So it's one of the only bummers about strings. So hence the lower scores in the middle of the games, but the first game was 217 out of box, and then game 5 I think was a 230 something, and then the last game that I filmed was a 227. So pretty much my average. I'm a 190 average bowler, speed dominant if you couldn't tell. So very low rev, speed dominant, but it seems to work for me. And I was probably bowling around 17 mile an hour average, 16 to 17 mile an hour average. I think this will do good on Napa League, so dry lane conditions. I'm going to use this and the spare ball that I have, and maybe bring the Rhino Ivory. So if you made it to the end of this video, I truly appreciate you. And as a reward, what I'm going to do is something a little fun. I'm going to give out a mystery ball. All you have to do is guess my league series total points for this coming Wednesday's league that I have, and I'm going to use this ball with. Whoever guesses it right, I'm going to send you out a mystery ball. If more than one person gets it right, we'll do a wheel spin, and I'll select a winner off the wheel spin. If nobody gets it, nobody wins a mystery ball. So I just want to thank you guys out there for supporting my channel, and I thought I'd do a little fun giveaway for you. So if you like the video, make sure to give me a like, comment down below, and be sure to subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below your guess for my league series, 3-game series for this coming Wednesday, February 11th. Good luck, everybody.